The average dissatisfied customer tells 8 to 10 people. 1 in 5 tell 20. But if you're Dr. Robert Leone, you may tell even more. What if you hired a national moving company to transport all your possessions halfway across the country, and the moving company loses the truck, the driver, and all of your possessions for 3 months? That's precisely the predicament that Dr. Robert Leone found himself in when he moved from Minneapolis to Austin, Texas in the early 80s. Now, Dr. Leone went to court and he won. And he got everything he asked for, with one exception. He asked for a written letter of apology from the moving company president. He was refused. So what did Dr. Robert Leone start to do? He started to exhibit the classic symptoms of a dissatisfied customer. He started telling people, lots of people, about his experience. Because you see, Dr. Leone taught introductory marketing classes at the University of Texas. Now, I've been on faculty there. I've taught those classes. And I can tell you for a fact, it's not unusual at all to have 200 students in one of your classes. So every semester, Dr. Leone would start his lecture series by telling his students about his experience. And every year at Christmas, he would send a Christmas card to the president of the moving company, giving him a running total of the number of people he had shared his experience with. 4 years ago, Dr. Leone sent his 10th and final Christmas card. On the Christmas card was the total of all the people he had shared his experience with. The number on the card? 3,503. And he says to me, "Good morning, Miss Griffin." Knew my name. "My name is Lewis, and I'm going to be your in-room waiter this morning." Whoa, I said to myself, the unanticipated has just arrived. So he comes in, puts down my tray, and he says, "Miss Griffin, the first thing I'd like for us to do this morning is to go through your order and make sure everything is in place." Go through the order, everyth's there. Then he says, "Miss Griffin, can I pour you your first cup of coffee this morning?" You better believe you can. He pours my first cup of coffee, cream, sugar, the whole bit. And then he says, "Now, Miss Griffin, when you're ready to have this tray removed, give us a call on this number on the little tent card. We'll come right off. We'll come right up, take care of it." Lewis is out the door, and what I realized was never once did he remark about this beautiful ruby red apple that was perched up on the linen napkin on my plate. Let's say that you get that feedback. What are you going to do with it? You've got a choice, either take action or not. Consider this. A wife accompanies her husband to the doctor. And after he's been examined, the doctor asks to speak to the wife alone. Doctor says to the wife, "Your husband is suffering from some major stress, and he could die if we don't get this thing under control. So here's what I'd like for you to do. Every morning, I want you to cook him a nutritious breakfast. Stay in a good mood and keep him in a good mood. At lunch, fix him a great healthy meal as well. And in the evening when he comes home, do not burden him with chores. Do not talk about your problems. Make sure you fix him something extra special for dinner. And at least 3 times a week, give him plenty of good loving, making sure you satisfy his every whim. Now, if you do that for 6 consecutive months, your husband is going to make a full recovery. So on the way home, the husband turns to the wife and says, "So what did the doctor say?" And she replies, "You're going to die." So the moral of that story is we're getting all this customer feedback. They're telling us other things we could do, and we've got the choice on whether we act on it